Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is 11 Nation Dragon here, and today we're bringing you another gameplay commentary. So today, actually, the Black Ops 2 multiplayer reveal trailer just came out about 2 hours ago. So I'll be doing an analysis and breakdown of what we've learned, doing it systematically. So first, let's go through the weapons. So the first weapon that we see is an M88A1, and if you see in the trailer, it has a select fire, so you can have actually a burst weapon, auto weapon, semi-automatic, and all of that, which is actually really interesting because it's completely different from Modern Warfare 3 and every other Call of Duty game. So I'm actually pretty excited for it. And just as an overview, actually Black Ops 2 looks pretty interesting as from the reveal trailer, but I'll still have to continue to research and stuff because I'm still a little doubtful of whether or not I'm gonna get Black Ops 2. But let's continue. So the next weapon that we see is called a PDW-54MNS, which seems to be maybe a kill streak or maybe not, and it has an X-ray scope. As you can see from the trailer, when he scopes in, he actually sees a enemy before, like, through a wall. So that indicates that this is an X-ray scope. And also after a while, he dolphin dives, which is back too, which I'm pretty excited for. And then when he zooms in and starts shooting, he actually picks up a guy who's invisible, which is actually pretty interesting because maybe there's a perk that makes you invisible until you're shot, something like along those lines. But I guess the X-ray scope can detect this stuff, and hopefully, if that perk it won't be too overpowered because being invisible is definitely a good advantage. Next, the next couple weapons are the LSA-1 hybrid optic, which seems to be a light machine gun because it has 100 rounds and then it has like 400 more rounds to back it up. And so if you see, that was he put down some sort of like wave emitter or something like that. Something like that, which I'll go into later in the commentary. The next couple of guns are the AN-94, which was a Russian gun that was removed. And then they also had the riot shield, and the riot shield looked really interesting. It looked really big and so much more effective than the riot shields in Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. So I'm actually pretty excited for that because riot shields are really fun to use. And if the riot shield is good, I'll potentially give it some thought. Next, we have the HA-18 anti-air weapon, which is basically the Stinger missile in Call of Duty Black Ops. Next, we have the combat knife in a pistol, which I'm not totally sure what the name was, but those are back, which means that if there's a combat knife as your secondary, then panic knifing will probably most likely be gone. Next, we see the sniper rifles. We see one hit, one kill sniper rifle, and then we also see a sniper rifle with no scope. So we're probably gonna have snipers with no scopes. And hopefully that won't be too overpowered because with no scopes, you can see people easily, so it'll be interesting to see what they have. Now let's get on to the kill streaks. So what we've learned is that there's probably a Harrier type thing, an attack helicopter, and a new thing which is called the Dragonfire, which is basically the quad rotor that everyone has been talking about. And then we also have something called the AGR, which is sort of that like controlled robot thing that shoots guns from both its arms. So those, if you see, it actually says plus 25, which means that every kill, when you get it in that, it's not necessarily 50 kills anymore. So that should be interesting. And also, at the very end, there's something called a kamikaze kill streak or something like that because it blows itself up along with the player. So we're probably gonna have kamikaze air kill streaks. We don't know if they're controlled or they're just by random or like heat seeking, stuff like that. And finally, let's go to some of the equipment stuff that we've seen. So first off, we have some sort of shock thing, which electrifies the enemy, most likely like stun grenades, but more powerful or something like that. And then we also have the Tomahawk, which is coming back, and we also have mines, which are sort of new. They're sort of like, I guess they might be sort of like bouncing betties, Yep, so stuff like that. And then they also have some sort of wave emitter that basically reduces people's movement. So that should be quite interesting. There seems to be a lot of kill streaks and like grenades and stuff like that that reduces movement. So that should be interesting because there hasn't really been that much in the past. There've basically been stun grenades and flash grenades, but there's been so much more variety in this new trailer. If you like this video, please give it a like rating. I'd really appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a nice day. Bye.